What is up guys, Julien here of Social Vineyards. Welcome back to your daily wine information video. This is episode number 7 of the Talking Wine with Julien series. And today we are going to be talking about the top facts that you should know about the wines of England and Wales. Yesterday we are going to be talking about English wines. I love, and I've taken the Oxford Companion to Wine. I love how Jancis Robinson introduces the wines of England. England, the largest and warmest country in Great Britain. Yes, you've heard it right. And the only one which produces wine in any quantity, albeit minuscule relative to the most of European wine producing countries. Still, England has been making more and more wine. In fact, the vineyard surface area of England and the Great Britain in general has been increasing by 160% over the last 10 years. It now reaches a total of 7,000 acres, or about 3,000 hectares. As a comparison, this is equivalent to the Sonoma Coast AVA out in California, or equivalent to the Savoie appellation in France. So small appellations, tiny vineyards, but you know, they're getting more and more important, more and more recognized as a premium supplier of fine sparkling wines. Also, and I'm going to put this book away because I'm done using it for now. Also, last year in 2018, Great Britain has beaten its own record of producing over 15 million bottles, beating its own record that dated back to 2014 when they had produced 9 million bottles, and when they went up to 15 million bottles, so a jump by 6 million bottles in just a few years. So what is it about English wine that is special? What should you know about English wine? So first, you should know that the English wines are mostly made, and British wines are mostly made in the southeastern corner of England, where the area is a bit sunnier and less damp, less rainy than the rest of the country. They have a bit of a microclimate there, and that's in part thanks to the Gulf Stream ocean stream that comes all the way from the Caribbean up the coast of America. And that's a warm ocean stream that warms up that part of the Atlantic Ocean. That's also, the Gulf Stream also warms up parts of the French and the Portuguese coast, and Bordeaux is also famously warmed up by the Gulf Stream. So in England also they benefit from that warm Caribbean heat. In addition, that part of England benefits from a terroir that is limestone rich and chalky, comparable, quite similar in fact to the one found in Champagne. And Champagne, let's remind everyone, is the coolest wine region in France. So somehow those two regions have met in producing quality, fine, sparkling wines. The main producing areas that you should know about in England are the areas of Sussex, Kent, Surrey and Hampshire. So those are coastal areas. They are nice touristic areas. The British love to go and spend their summer or the spring there because the weather is so nice and the wine is good as well. The main grape varieties grown in England are the ones from Champagne, the 3 main grape varieties of Champagne, so that's Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. And in England they also make still whites, predominantly tiny bits of red whites, but still whites predominantly from the grape varieties of Bacchus. This is more of a German grape variety that's been imported there, Bacchus, named after the Greek god of wine obviously. And the other grape variety that's significantly grown there is the variety of Savoie Blanc. Top famous winery names that you should be aware of in England are Langham, Nightingburg, Richview, Denbies, and I've actually just released a video tasting the wines of Denbies. Excellent wines. You should check this out. You should also know Whiston, Ridgeview, I said that already, in Hambledon. So yes, I was trying some English sparkling wines before, and they are they are definitely at the level you would expect from Champagne, and I found at least the ones from Denby have their own typical expression. They are zingy, they are zesty, fantastic acidity, but they are also surprisingly warming and very fruity, inviting, comforting wines. So it seems they are bringing their own expression to the game of sparkling wine, which is really, really remarkable. So where do sparkling wines go? 96% of English sparkling wines, or English wines in general, should I say, are drunk domestically, are drunk in the UK. They only export 4%, but it's significant and it's increasing. They're exporting to 40 markets. More and more countries are demanding wines from England. The top markets for English wines are the United States, Scandinavia, so Sweden, Norway and Finland, and also Japan. So these were my top facts that you should know about English wine. My question is, what is your favorite English wine? Have you had a chance to try any of them? If you have, do you agree with what I was saying? Do you find there is a signature style for English sparkling wines? I've only tried the one by Denby's, happily impressed, but I would love to know whether you found they have a signature and how they compare, how you find they compare with champagne wine. My conclusion after tasting some examples is that definitely next time you are at a wine shop, if they have a champagne or some cremants and some English wine, and if the price is appropriate for you, definitely go for the English wine. They are definitely worth trying and worth exploring. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, spread the word about this series. I will be back tomorrow with more educational wine information video. I want to be exploring the wines of Tuscany and the wines of Amarone, the wines of Sherry down in Spain, the fortified wines, beautiful fortified wines of Sherry. So if you like learning about wine, stay tuned to this channel, and I will see you soon in the wine world. Cheers.